Hello everyone, odedex here. And in this episode I'm gonna get back to my red power frame drill project. I got help from Chicken Bones. He's gonna help me set it up properly. And right now we're building all the required components according to his design. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what he's gonna do, but hopefully finally gonna get this working. So when we get started, I'm gonna update you guys. I don't think I've actually used state cells before. At least nothing proper. Alright, so let's see. Cobblestone is covers and dirt is panels. And right off the bat, do you think we need to expand here, or is it enough?
Well, it would have been a good idea primarily to separate the head. In fact, I think we ought to do that. It's pretty easy to rebuild the power gen. Just take that out.
Oh, lava.
Oops. I'll turn my laser down. Okay, so this head is going to need some tube along the bottom to, well, frames along the bottom to keep that tube. Got frames?
Yeah. You can also, if it's required, we can move basically the connection tube to like the middle height of the head in order to make this more simple if it's required.
Well, you don't need to. I mean, if worse comes to worse, you can always put the logic on the roof. Yeah, this should work.
I made like 10 because what I had in mind initially was to make like 3 inch-room drives, each one going in a different direction. But if you're going to use 4, that's actually a design I'm interested in to see how it works eventually.
Yeah, you don't need to use inch-room drives. You can just move the head backwards and forwards, and then have an inch-room drive for moving the whole thing. I'll put them over this side.
Do you want me to start laying down the power supply somewhere to save time?
In a minute, I'll have to decide where it's going to go though.
I'm placing covers on the bottom part of the frames that's going to be touching the floor.
Yep, that's good. Alright, you can hook up your power supply behind these motors here. If you can, you should be able to fit it in that 3x3 there. You can build as high as you want.
Are those frames here necessary? Because I'm gonna need some space here.
Just extend the platform back one.
Okay.
I'll use the frames. Do you have some Bluetooth cable?
I should have some.
Actually, yeah, if you can just put it on those 4 dirt panels there, that's where I'll need power.
Do you have a filter on you? And I'm going to screwdriver as well. You know what, I'm just gonna make one on my world, so I'll be right back.
There's the filter.
Do you happen to have... Do you have an ender chest on you by any case? Oh, there it is.
It's down. I use this on my nether base.
Do you mind if I expand this thing to be a 3x3 instead of a 3x2? The power supply?
Not really. I don't know why you'd need to though.
How could you power both the filter and the retriever?
Redstone tube. A redstone tube and, well, yeah, it will be 3x3, but you just put the timer and the join here.
It looks more complicated, I think.
What are you planning to do? Yeah, just... I just realized I'm really not short on space, so I can make this nice and clean.
Alright, should be good on power. Do you mind explaining while they're doing this, what exactly you're doing? Because I'm looking at this and I'm not exactly sure.
I'm currently just working out how to put this around the right way. There, that should be all the motors required.
I have no clue what he's doing. But seeing from the other machines he's been building, he usually knows what he's doing, so not afraid. At least not that much. Oh, you're building the wiring on top of that?
Yeah, it's a platform for the logic.
Tell me when you need all the different wirings. Do you think you could like explain while you're doing this, what you're doing?
Sure. Okay, basically, what's going to happen is it's just going to run around in a loop. Each of these state cells, when they receive power on the left-hand side, will take the time required and then tick on to the next one. So whatever time you set them to, and then they'll tick on to the next one and set that off. So basically that's just a set of timers, and we can set the individual times. So it's going to be like head left, head right, and then move the whole thing forward.
Okay, and
so I only need 3.
These two motors right here are supposed to be the inchworm, right? The one that's pushing it forward and then pushing itself.
Yes, the 2 down here. The motor that's pointed into the frame block will push the whole thing forward, and then the other motor would now push that one motor back into place.
I assume it's not complete yet, right?
All it needs is a non-invert cell to go on the dirt block where you're just standing, and then whichever color I set to be frame forward will go on that one. So basically when that activates, the line that goes under, it's easy to illustrate with the logic tile, but the line that goes under powers this motor first, and then pretty much as soon as it sets from the frame, the logic continues and then pulls this motor to push it back.
Okay.
And power goes on these dirt here. Okay, now all it should need is an OR gate and a null cell. Okay, pick 2 frequencies and name them start and keep running, or something to that effect. Because one of them is going to start it, and one of them will be a lever that you have to keep on for it to keep running.
How do I know if frequency is already taken or not?
Generally it has a name. And yeah, just generally it has a name. You can select them as private if you want later. It's a good idea because then other people can't see them and it doesn't chock their name list.
So you said I need one frequency to be kept on and one to start it, right?
Yep, the lever is the one that'll be kept on. You can remove these later, obviously. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to craft the OR gate and the null cell. Non-invert cell, I mean. Do you want the cables back?
No, I don't care really. I don't have much use for them. Except for this frame project, I didn't have too much planned just yet. The inevitable server restart once 1.3 gets updated too, with all the different mods. Whenever all of you guys finish your work on the mods, you know, everything gets restarted. So I don't have too many plans on doing like building too complicated stuff. And to be honest, looking at your stuff, whatever you built with the HV solar arrays and UU matter, that's quite insane. And of course, taking into consideration that in like, I don't know, whenever you guys finish, like, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, everything goes to waste, sort of, so.
Well, I mainly build it because I can, because it's fun. I like designing and building stuff. So I'm fairly fine to just build it again when the server restarts, but the fact that it's a month, 2 months, or whenever, Is fair way off. I mean, if it was only like 3 days, I probably wouldn't bother.
Yeah. By the way, your idea here is that the two motors that move the frame head left and right are also supposed to be ones. They're also basically the one that's push. Oh wait, no. You connected it here.
No, that should be the only point of connection, because the head of a frame motor counts as a one-way frame, as in you can connect in but not out. Out but not in, as in if you move the motor, it'll move whatever's in front of the head, but if you move whatever's in front of the head, it won't move the motor.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, anyway, there is an issue here. When you'll get back, I'll show you. You got two connection points here by, I don't know, accident or by on purpose, but it's happening.
Here we are. Power cables? Do you have some then?
Yeah.
Okay, where were you saying is the extra connection point?
Well, first, these two motors that are moving the frame are also underneath them. There is a frame that's connected all together, so that's a problem, I assume. And other than that, you're also connected by frames right over here where you're ticking the head. There is actually, that's another frame connection.
If you have a look in both of those places, there's covers on the side of the head, so those two won't join.
I actually don't see covers. Alright, I see them here, but are you sure there are covers here?
See what I'm hitting?
Ah, right. Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna set this slow and see if it works.
I didn't send the frequencies yet though. I set them only on the transmitters, not the receivers, because I wasn't sure which one's which.
Which is which? The one with the pulse gen is the one with the button. Okay, make sure all the sides are covered. Yep, looks good.
Alright, you're gonna have to explain how this works. I think I understand, but I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, this is not going forwards for some reason. Maybe because all the block breakers are stuffed because we didn't put the ender chest on.
Oh yeah.
Do you have the item ender chest?
Yeah, 1 second. It's a bit hard.
Put it down here on one of the tubes.
When it's running, it's moving.
Here, pass to me. Yay! It's running at suboptimal speed, but I'm pretty sure we can fix that.
I like the fact that it already encountered lava and it's still running, so...
Yeah,
What's up?
no, this should be okay. I'm just looking.
Something is not happy because it stopped moving.
Yes, I can see that. Oh.
Oh, it's trying to pull lava. Alright. Or is not a problem.
Yeah, that's it. No, I'm pretty sure that is the issue. Let me just check. We didn't cover it fully, it's trying to pull lava. Can you turn the lever off?
Crap. I need a graviton suit.
I did not see that coming. Actually, that's sarcasm, I did.
Oh, that's bad. I actually spawned... What's your coordinates?
457 plus 71. Oh, I just realized why. I just realized I might have to rewire this whole thing to make it go faster.
Why?
Well, currently it's going head backwards, forwards, move forward, and rinse and repeat. Whereas really, you only need to move the head to one side, go forwards, move the head to the other side, go forwards. So it will run slower than it should.
No, actually you can't.
Oh, you're right, never mind. Yeah, my bad.
That was actually an algorithm I was thinking about when it designed, and then I figured that it's not possible.
Yeah, I had to do it this way anyway. Looks like it's going... I'm going to turn the dials up to max speed because it looks like it's going...
Alright. Should be fine now, hopefully.
Okay, now it's running at maximum speed. It will go forwards every 2 seconds. At least it should.
I think it's a
stuck
little bit
now.
overclocked because I saw the head just moving back and forth twice, and then it moved forward, and then it stopped.
Something's obstructing. Let me see. I'll put it back to safe. This should be safe now.
Did you stop it?
No, it's losing signal. I think it needs a buffer gate, or perhaps me to just put that thing back on 0.2 seconds. Well, I guess the state still won't hurt. Okay, try now.
And I crashed again. I'm gonna actually 2 chicken chunks here, one on the frame itself and one to keep this wireless thingies working.
That's no need for that. Wireless comes with its own kind of chunk loader. See, you know how this lever's left on? If that chunk unloads, wireless redstone saves the fact that there's a transmitter there and on to disk and memory. That's something the old one didn't do. Short form, no need to chunk load transmitters, unless you've got a timer or something.
Okay, well that's your code, I don't know.
Basically, if a chunk gets unloaded, it saves the fact that there's a transmitter active in that position to memory.
Oh, okay. And then it remembers, simply knows there is a... It force loads the chunk when it's the world is loaded?
No, it doesn't need to load the chunk, it just loads the information that that transmitter is there and active. When the chunk gets loaded, then the transmitter can change.
Oh, okay.
It pretty much works like it should. It's as if the chunk didn't unload. Gonna make a chicken chunk loader?
I'll make one later.
Okay,